But Nesha looked around and saw that the spikes formed a spiral around all around the slither pit. Why can't anyone play fair? Jay complained. Pythor grinned and pulled the lever again. The floor of the arena rose and then titled, knocking them off their feet. Flames burst up all around the fighting area, but the ninja as the samurai slid down the slanted door and had to grab onto the spikes to keep from sliding off into the fire. Can this get any worse? Cole asked. The samurai turned to the ninja and spoke in a low voice. We must continue to make it appear that we are fighting for real. He asked. We're not fighting for real. She asked. Keep up the charade and hold on to my exosuit, the samurai instructed. The ninja has no choice but to trust the samurai. With a cry, they jumped onto the exosuit, pretending to attack the samurai. Then the samurai pressed a button, and two jet thrusters burst into flame on the bottom of his robot feet. As the ninja hung on, the suit began to lift off into the sky, leaving plumes of black smoke in its wake. Then the jet thrusters began to sputter and shake. There's too much weight, Kai cried. The samurai opened the cage on the exosuit's chest and jumped back down into the arena. Now that the suit was lighter, it quickly zoomed away. I can't believe he just saved us, Cole yelled. He stole our daughter again. Kai cried angrily. I hate that samurai. Jay shouted, then stay sword away from the arena to safely. Chapter 6. Go, Ninja, go! Lloyd yelled as the ninja soared away. Pythor looked furious. The samurai landed on the stand. Pow pow! He knocked down two snake warriors with a quick left hand followed by a quick right. Then he jumped into the slither pit and raced to Lloyd's cage. Pythor was faster. He yanked open the cage door and pulled Lloyd to him. Get him! He yelled to his soldiers. At the command, snake warriors surrounded samurai. If he was going to escape, he had to do it now without Lloyd. But he didn't have to leave empty handed. The samurai pressed a button on his left sleeve and pointed at it. The ninja's four golden weapons, which were propped up against the statue of the great devourer. Magnetizer activated, the samurai said, and a blue beam shot out. It ledged onto the four weapons and stayed flew to the samurai. He jumped up, spinning to catch the weapons in midair. Then he stuffed them into a special pack. Then the snake warriors were coming closer. Then, quickly, the samurai hurled a metal disc at the slither pit's control button. It hit the button in the arena titled. The serpentine cried out as they slid down towards the flames under the pit. The samurai rocketed upward. Lloyd gazed up at him with admiration. The samurai waved goodbye to Pythor, who roared with anger. Then he flew off into the sky, carrying the golden weapons with him. Meanwhile, the samurai's exosuit was rocketing out of control, spinning and swooping into the sky. The snitches hung on tightly. How do you turn this thing off? Kai yelled, but there was no off button. The suit crash landed on the sandy floor of the desert, bouncing again and again before it finally came to a stop. The impact sent the Fornetta across the yellow desert sand. Bruised and shaken, Jay got to his feet and looked around. The crash had kicked up a lot of sand. He shielded his eyes to get a better look. They were surrounded by sand dunes, and he could make out the battered exosuit. Then he saw Thane in his white uniform stand up and wave, and there was Cole, but one ninja was missing. Kai had landed face down yards away, next to a large sand dune, so his friends couldn't see him. He pulled himself out and then looked around, but all he could see was miles of sand. Then he saw a flash of red speeding across the blue sky. The samurai, the Kai wondered aloud. He watched as the samurai's jetpack began to spit out thick, black smoke. The jetpack sputtered, and now it was the samurai's turn to make a crash landing. Bam! It didn't look good. Kai raced forward to help. When he arrived, the samurai had his back to him. His helmet looked broken, and Kai watched as the samurai took it off to fix it. This is my chance. Kai thought, his heart beating with excitement. Once I see the samurai's face, I will know his real identity. Then everyone will have to agree that I am the Green Ninja. Underneath the helmet was a head of shiny black hair. Kai aghast, and the samurai spun around at the sound. He knew that face. It was his sister, Naya. Chapter 7. Naya, Kai asked in disbelief. Naya quickly tried to put the broken helmet back on. Steer clear, Ninja. Don't look, she said. But the device she used to make her voice sound deeper wasn't working. With a sigh, Naya took off the helmet once more. I don't understand. Kai said, You're the samurai. It was always a boys' club, Naya explained. You never let me try to help, so I found my own way to be a hero. Are you mad? Mad? Of course not, her brother replied. It's just all this time I've been trying to protect you, and you never needed it. You're amazing. Naya grinned and playfully punched her brother in the shoulder. Girl power! She cheered. Then her smile was replaced by a worried look. You're not gonna tell the others, are you? But we have a bet, Kai said. We said whoever caught the samurai would be the green. Kai didn't have the heart to finish his sentence when he saw the look on Naya's face. She looked horrified at the idea that the others would find out her secrets. Of course, I won't say anything, Kai said with a sigh. Being the Green Ninja meant a lot to him, but his sister meant even more. He pointed to Naya's jetpack. So, how did you make all this stuff? You'd be surprised to know how much spare time I had waiting for you guys to come. Back from your missions, Naya told him. She handed him the red pack containing the golden weapons. You'd better head back before anyone gets suspicious, she told him. We'll have to rescue Lloyd another day. Naya nodded. A serious look crossed his face. Naya, whenever I get in trouble, the other three always have my back, he said. But you just be careful, okay? Naya nodded. Promise. But how are you going to get back? Kai asked her. Naya grinned. Have all my ways, she replied, picking up her helmet, pressing a button. On the other side of the desert, J. Cole and Sane were searching for Kai when they heard the exosuit began to keep in the distance. Then they heard the engines begin to fire up. Quick, get it! It's going to get away! Jay yelled. They ran as fast as they could, but it was no use. The exosuit flew away without them, trailing plumes of black smoke in its wake. They stopped and stumbled over trying to catch their breath. Great, Jay complained. Now we lost Kai, the samurai suit is gone, and we have no way to get home. Cole turned and looked at the top of the dune behind them. I won't say that, he remarked. Thane and Jay turned to see Kai making his way over the hill carrying the four golden weapons. It's about time. Now let's get out of this sandpit, Jay said. Chapter 8. Using the golden weapons, the Snatcher made it to back to Destiny's Bounty. Naya was already there, thanks to the exosuit, but no one except for Kai, of course, knew that she had even been gone. The ship soared above the clouds, white stars twinkled in the deep blue sky, casting a blue glow over the whole ship. As the ninja got ready for bed, they talked about the day's events with Sensei Wu. He was all mysterious, Kai said as he brushed his teeth, never said a word. Just handed me the golden weapons, then, poof, he was gone. Cole raised an eyebrow. Poof, he was just poof. Jay had some questions too. Wait a minute, Kai. If the samurai had his hands on the most powerful for weapons in the whole wide world, why would he just give them back? Just then, Naya walked past, trying to act casual as she were listening to him. I don't know, Kai said. Maybe Kaya shot him a warning look. I mean, maybe he's not so bad after all. Kai said, all I do know that we owe him our lives, and maybe he has made us all a little better. I sense this means the bet is off, Sane remarked. More important, my nephew has found his way into the den of snakes. Sensei Wu said, I fear there may be no way of rescuing him now. Sensei, there's always a way, Kai said confidently. And don't worry, we'll find it. Cole added. Sensei nodded and walked away. He closed the door behind him and found Naya in the hallway next to her room. I think you forgot this, he said. Then he took the metal spinning disc from behind his robe and handed it to her. Naya looked at Sensei Wu, surprised. How did he know? She wondered. Iron sharpens iron, and sibling sharpens sibling, Sensei Wu said. Then he smiled and walked away. Naya went into her room, closing the door behind her. Now that all the Serpentine were united under Pythor, she knew there would be trouble headed their way soon, but she also knew that no matter what challenges she faced, she had the support of her brother, and that was the most important thing of all. Thanks for watching.